Hey, what's up everybody? So I just want to give my take on AXIM. Before I do that though, I just want to explain that my personal schedule has been taking over my mornings a lot. So I haven't been trading in the mornings, I've been logging in on the afternoons. Probably will for maybe a week or a couple of weeks anyway. So long story short, I saw this AXIM when I logged in around like 1:45 p.m. Give or take. And honestly, I wasn't tempted to get in on it at all. Granted, it was a code play. They let out COVID news. The reason that why I wasn't tempted to get in when I kind of saw this around like 145-ish was it was already up too much. It was up 200%. One of the big things that I was looking at though was the statistics on the stock. The share float on the stock is around like 83 million shares. And only 10 million shares were traded today. Where did it open? Like 25 cents. So 10 million shares on a 25-cent stock isn't that much, even though it was historically the most it was traded, I believe. Having said all that though, when you look at this price chart though, this price action, you have to respect it. And what I mean by that is, let's say you got in hypothetically and you got in on the wrong side and the stock is moving against you, you have to respect the price action. You can't just be like, oh, you know what, the statistics on this are kind of weird, the volume is kind of weird on the stock, I'm just going to keep on averaging on my position, not cut my losses quickly, maybe I could dig myself out. It's like, I really wouldn't go that route, just in my opinion. I know that I got burnt a lot when I kind of had that mindset. So even though I don't like this volume action even as well, which I'll explain in a little bit, you have to respect the price action. Like if it hits your risk, get out, cut losses quick, and just keep an eye on it from the sidelines. But going into what I mean by weird volume, it's like you'll have little spurts of big candles traded, like 200K here, 118K traded here. And then there'll be other candles where it's like 3,000 shares traded. And it's like really weird, like big candles here and there. I mean, it kind of started picking up in the afternoon, after midday. But when I looked at this, I realized that this chart is capable of having big cracks. The reason why it's up already 200+%, OTC, volume is weird. That was one of the biggest indicators. I'm like, man, there could be a big red candle coming in, creating a huge crack, kind of like what it did here. Honestly, I thought this one would have been bigger, this crack. I thought I could get down to like the 50s. I caught it at the 60s, but pretty much, where is this? So this is the 1 minute chart. This 1 minute candle right here is a 13% crack. And honestly, I just recognized this beforehand. I didn't want to get in because I didn't know where the crack was gonna be. I thought it could be even bigger, so I just wasn't tempted to get in on it. So however, going forward on this stock, obviously no one knows what's gonna happen. It could be green tomorrow, it could be red tomorrow, who knows, right? But my next big move on this stock is I'll be looking for a morning panic if I'm around. This price action, these 200% gains, isn't sustainable. Granted, it could keep going, but there's going to be an end at some point, and it should be able to create a decent panic at some point. So in summary, even though this was a COVID play, just when I logged in at that time of day and I spotted the stock, it was already too high up. It was already 200% plus. And I didn't just want to focus on the pattern, even though this was a bullish pattern. I want to focus on everything that this chart offers. And what I mean by that is, like I mentioned before, I didn't like the volume action. It was kind of like random to me in the morning, even though it picked up later on. But it kind of indicated to me, mixed in with how high it was, but it indicated to me that there could potentially be big cracks in this chart at some point in the day. And I just didn't want to risk it. But if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button for more videos like this, and thank you for watching.